What's up, guys? Winner Kills here. We are back with another post-commentary duel video. Today's matchup's going to be me playing Sekka-Knightmare-Mermails versus some pure Dinosaur on the left. My brother playing his new Dinosaur deck. It was profiled, I think, the other day, yesterday probably, depending on when this gets uploaded. It'll be annotated at the end of the video, so you can check it out there if you haven't seen it. Very, very cool deck. If you're looking for a cheap, fun deck to pick up, I recommend picking up Dino. It is a pretty darn good deck. As you see, though, I lost the dice roll and I was forced really to go first, but did not open up too well. He's going to open up with Fossil Dig, though. Go ahead and let that go through. I can't remember if it was this game or not, where I opened up with a Hand Trap. An Ash Blossom perhaps, but he's going to go for the Soul Eating Oviraptor. Will either allow him to send a dino to the grave or add a dino from deck to hand, which combos really well with cards like Overtech Coatlas. Send that to the graveyard, add a double evolution pill to make get that ultimate Conductor Tyranno out on the board for free. Really, really good combo. But instead, I think he ends up adding Miscellaneous Saurus to hand, which recently, or not recently, but is now at 1. You can pitch it, make your dinosaurs unaffected by your opponent's activated effects for the turn. Very, very good. And it also has that graveyard ability to banish to summon dinos based, on the level of the dinos you banished with it. But I've been forced to set, my infantry and defense position because there's not else, much I can do. With what I was given in my opening hand. Luckily, he wasn't able to pull off too big of a play either. So we're kind of both in this simplified game state. And unfortunately, I have to set one and pass it back over to him again because I think I opened up Undying Controller, Infantry, and a Gamma Seal and an Ash. I think that was my opening hand. I wanted to save the Ash for the double evolution pill, which was I thought he was going to go for at first because Conductor Tyranno kind of hurts when, the effect is used correctly. Or the right time, I would say. Not using it incorrectly, but the right time I think is best. Going in with the Dolka, a lot of things that, one thing that people don't really understand about dinos is a lot of times Dolka is actually just so much better than Logia is against certain decks. Dolka being the superior card to go into, especially against a deck like Mermail, and a build like Sekka-Knightmare-Mermail is to add on to that because I only play 3 spells and no traps. So half of Logia's ability to negate stuff is kind of useless. There's more monster effects that are going to be taken into account and more monster effects for, Dolka to negate. Ash Blossom will get negated, which kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping he'd go into a Logia, but went into Dolka instead. I gotta try to at least negate the double evolution pill. He's gonna negate it with the Dolka. It's a lose-lose situation. I don't negate it. He still has the double negate on the Dolka, which can be used twice in one turn, by the way. You can detach one to negate a monster effect and then destroy it, and then detach again to negate another monster effect and destroy it. So I got a Gamma Seal here over top of the Dolka because I think that would probably be the best play to make. And then I'm forced to set one and pass again. Because, what else is there to do? He summons another one via its own effect by banishing 2 dinos, and then I just gotta scoop it up there and go into game 2. I will luckily, though, have the Ash Blossom for the Oviraptor. I think that was a pretty good time to go ahead and do that. Neptibus coming down, gonna send Dragoons, and then I believe I add Dragoons and Megalo if I'm not mistaken. Thanks to that, almost 3-hour-long dueling book section, I've actually gotten a little bit better at Mermail and, making some plays and not completely being terrible overall, I would say. Which is good, right? So I add Dragoons, and I add Mulan Glacia instead of the other Megalo because I believe I already had it. And this build, I actually cut a Megalo, so I cut Megalo down to 2, and cut Megalo down to 2. And then I cut Abyss Nere, and then I added in 2 Gamma Seal because I realized how important it is to have Gamma Seal in the main deck. So why not have that card in there as well? So We summon the Megalo by discarding Dragoons and Roseniks, because that card was in my hand as well, so not really helping to make any good plays. So it's just better off in the grave, so why not go ahead and discard that off the Megalo. And then my Moulin Glacier will get Valored, which really, really sucks. Luckily, though, my Mistar Boy is boosted up a little bit, so I'm able to, you know, run over the Oviraptor. And then my Swap Frog gets met with a Ghost Ogre. I still send the Ronin. I discarded Abyss Dine for that. Then Battle Phase, attack over, and then swing directly for 33, and I got to pass it back to him. Double Hand Trap, really coming in clutch for the Dinosaur players. Of course, the deck plays 9 Hand Traps. You either play 3 Ghost Ash, or 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Droll and Lock, and 3 Valor, or the 3 Valor could be 3 Ash Blossom. Either or works, honestly. So you see the Evac Failure came in very, very clutch that turn. He's going to opt to set one and pass. Probably not a whole lot he can do. Now, me being as cocky as I was, trying to get this OTK, I send Marksman to pop his set, not realizing it might have been a baby dinosaur, which it was, so he will get the effect now to summon off of that. And now get to use the effect of Oviraptor, so he can either send or add one from deck to hand. So I believe he ends up adding Miscellaneous Saurus or either sending Overtech, but it looks like he's probably going to send or add Miscellaneous Saurus. Will be able to protect his dinos from any of my activated effects if he so decides to discard that. It is during either player's turn, so very good at protecting things. And I had to cut there because I took such a long time to just think of a play I wanted to make, so I ended up using the Mistar Boy, the Diva, and the Prince to go into what I believe is Borlo Dragon. Yeah, because Mistar Boy, Link 2, and then the 2 other monsters, there's your 3+ effect monsters for Link 4. I think I do end up going into Borlo, but I had to cut out there the in-between because I just took such a long time to think about what extra deck monster to go in there, because I didn't want to like just link into another Link monster. I wanted to go into something better. I wanted to remove the Mistar Boy and go into something that would be more of a threat instead of just going into like I don't know. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. That's why looking back on it, it seemed kind of silly, but we start things off here, continuing on, I should say, to go with the Teus discarding the infantry. He will discard the Miscellaneous Source to protect the Oviraptor, but I will be able to search the Turge, and then I summon Ronin, banishing Swap, summon a token by banishing Roseniks, go for a Goblin here. I realize it's in the wrong spot, but I move it over. But I do make a mistake here, and luckily I was able to catch it. I did not discard to get the extra normal summon off of the Goblin, but he did take 34 points of damage earlier, and I would have still been able to win there via damage because I could have made his Oviraptor 1300 with the bore load, swung over for 17, swung in for 33 on top of the 34 he had already taken, and then swung in with a 13 from the Goblin, or I could have just made Phoenix for more damage. Yeah, I know, I realized I didn't discard for the Goblin for the extra normal, but based on math alone, even if I don't get that extra discard, I still win by damage because I attack for 17, 34, 28, and 13, which is over 8,000. So, leave me alone. But what else is new? Me making a mistake on camera. You know, what else is new? I apologize. But we're going to head here into Game 3, where we start things off with a Neptibus, my opponent opting to go second here. Neptibus sending Dragoons, adding Dragoons and Megalo discarding Dragoons and Swap Frog. Basically trying to go for the standard play, you know, opening Neptibus into water for the Mistar and Moulin play. The Moulin play does come down with the Mistar and Moulin, but I'm able to make a bit more on top of that, and you'll see here in a moment. The Moulin play really, really hurts Dinosaur, and the only reason it does is because I got so lucky both times, you know, what I had out of his hand, and I'm able to discard Gund and Neptibus to summon out the other Megalo, and the Dragoons go into Abyss Gaios, which on his own isn't the greatest against this deck, I would say, again, in some aspects, but I got so lucky and hit the best cards out of his hand, Terraforming and Fossil Dig, and I'm able to slightly take that match away there, 2-1 with the help of that Mooling Glacia. Mooling Glacia is still proving to be a very strong card. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I have another duel video to upload of this deck of Dino versus DDD. I'll probably get more in the future, as much as I can. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, Winterkill signing out. Oh, one last thing, join the Discord if you haven't, link in the description. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.